today. This is Asia on America on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Asia Shakur, aka Hood Oprah. Got my special guest in the building, Miss Ann. Hey, I got Matt in the building. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, what's up, Chicago?
Before we get to anything, I want to pause for the calls right fast. Today's show is sponsored by J Biggs, owner of Royalty Barber Beauty Shop located at 262 North Kedzie. He is currently looking for barbers and beauticians, and you can find him on Instagram at royalty_barber beauty and on Facebook at J Biggs. Okay,
right.
so guys, I always talk about I'm the hood Oprah. I always want to connect people. And one thing that I really want to specify that I want to try to do out here in these streets is put the West Side on. It's a lot of people that I know do a lot of dope things, a lot of clothing designers, a lot of DJs, a lot of bartenders, chefs, braiders, you name it, run the gamut of all type of, positive things that they're doing in the community. And we really don't get a lot of exposure. And me being from the West Side, I got a show. I'm going to put my people on. With that being said, Matt, welcome to my show, Asia on America. So tell me about your clothing line. How did you start it? What made you start? How long have you been in business? Tell the people something about you that my audience might not necessarily know you. We are streaming live on Intellectual Radio. We are on YouTube. Put the people out there to let you know who you are and what you're about.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Matthew Bailey. I am the CEO and the designer of Dream Apparel. You guys might have seen Dream. If you haven't, I'm sure it's been around. But let me just tell you, I got started back, I want to say it was about 2015. I started with this brand. But before then, I had another entity that I was working with. I was in the food service. And I had a restaurant by the name of Dream Dream Chef. And it was ran with me and another partner. And doing the clothes that you're looking at now was kind of created from uniform. There was actually the uniform to identify and how to let others know what we was about. You know what I'm saying? So, Dream has been around. It's been promising. Chicago has opened their arms. They have let it in. It has been successful in my eyes as well as others, and I appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about the life as an entrepreneur, especially post-COVID. We are facing new threats and opportunities after this pandemic has hit. It has changed the way that we are marketing, the way that we connect, the way that we network. How do you identify yourself as an entrepreneur and going forward with, those type of ramifications that have come?
You see, for me, COVID, through this pandemic, it made me stronger. It has made my team stronger. It took away a lot of the resources that we had when COVID wasn't around. But what it did was it just made you have to be a little bit more creative in what it is that you're doing. Business doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, business have decreased in ways, and I've had conversations with others, but for me and my team, we have kept pushing forward. We use social media outlets and different other things to push us through. I've done numerous of pop-ups. Let me say that. That's what.
Oh, I'm doing my first pop-up coming up pretty soon. I'm so excited.
Is that right?
I am.
Okay. Cool.
In February, I'm gonna blast the information, but we were talking about this before because we were talking about how the pandemic kind of like made everybody tap into their creativity, right?
Sure,
and do what they got to do to get a couple dollars because they was,
Yeah, a lot of people that I know has became entrepreneurs in this pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just add that. Like, I am proud of a lot of people. Instead of them having the pandemic coming around and scaring folks as it did, it actually brought people together.
It did. I think it did too, especially like in your close community of people or whatever.
Yeah.
We started shopping with our Black entrepreneurs more during that time.
Absolutely.
So I agree with you with that.
Yeah.
Now that we talk about, COVID and the way that it changed your business marketing, what are some of the risks that are associated with being an entrepreneur? I know that you said that you have a lot of friends that have started businesses post-pandemic, let their creative side come out, but there is downfalls to business, unfortunately. Everybody, aren't, and I'm not throwing no side out there to say you hate me. I'm just saying sometimes things fall, things fail. So what are some of the risks that you feel are associated with being as an entrepreneur?
for me, I can speak off my experience. For me, became a point where I was overthinking things, and when at that point, like the risk becomes all in your head. It's like you are your own worst enemy. You feed yourself those deceitful thoughts. And I was at one point like, trying to figure out how we was going to take our next step, how we was going to move forward, how we was going to change ideas and reach out to our customers. And, it happens. Some things are uncontrollable. They're left out of your control. But what I learned to do is just pray about it and keep it moving.
I like that. Pray about it and keep it moving.
Yeah.
My sister Isha said the IRS hating on our side hustles with additional taxation. Oh yes, that's man.
Yeah.
How y'all gonna start running up in our cash out?
Yeah,
Like who told y'all? No
That's
taxation
crazy.
with no representation.
Yeah.
The people do they teach stuff like
When
that?
they
in schools
started
still?
talking about weed was gonna be legal, I knew then they won't in on everything.
They won't
They won't in on everything. Y'all ain't can't let us sell drugs.
You got to think.
Right.
Y'all won't in on
They
that
done
stuff.
took the sugar drinks too. They took the sugar shack. They took the sugar drinks away from us too.
Yeah.
Everything like
You got to think about it that the world that we live in, the United States, is a business itself.
Absolutely.
So
Everything
when
is a
it comes
business.
down to that, it's like, like we all are entrepreneurs. It's like our name, ourself as we was born, like we all, what I'm saying, an entity. We're all.
Don't you go there.
hey, it gets deep for me,
It
man.
does.
I've
It
learned
does every time.
Every
It's
time.
deep.
It's deep.
All this is
Deeply
deep.
rooted.
Yeah,
deeply
because
rooted.
I've like even now, like I have people from the IRS that calls me and say, "Hey, you forgot this or you forgot that." So yeah, they want in on everything.
On everything.
So we talk about the risk, but there's definitely lots of rewards that come in. You talked about it
Absolutely.
before we started, how you can't even go outside because they all jockey you. They like, let me get. It's the dream, man. It's the dream, man.
I wouldn't say they jockey me, but man,
I mean,
they won't let me live sometimes.
Hey, pop your.
It's a blessing, Some they won't. They sometimes it's like like man, I now you becoming an entrepreneur. You work 24/7. Sometimes I work in my sleep. I don't even get a lot of sleep because there's always a demand for something that I've created.
I had you come meet me at 8:00 in the morning for my hat.
Did you?
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You told me you was like, don't call me that late and judge me. I was drunk, drinking. I was like, man, I got to get this hat for tomorrow.
You was dealing with a loss at the time, right? Correct?
Man, it's always a loss. You know what I'm saying? But we also had gains, as I said. Now we speaking about your clothing line. Go ahead, start holding up to the camera. Earl, where the camera at?
It is here.
Right here. Start holding up your things for my YouTube people. Show them your merchandise. Tell them what's going on. The materials that you use. It's exactly. Give us what. Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna start with my headwear. Okay. I have caps. We have caps. All different styles of caps. I'm gonna start with the one that is the most sacred to me. It's for breast cancer. I'm gonna hold it up right here to the camera. It's my Dream Breast Cancer Awareness Edition hat. And this goes out to my auntie. I'm gonna tell you a small story about it. My auntie, she's a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and she's still here with me today in great spirit.
That's what's up.
And she is the reason that I do this for her. And I've been doing this for the last 6 years for her. So for the month of October, we rock pink. And we rock.
Oh yeah, I like that.
This type of pink. We wear pink, and of course we fit together.
Incidentally, I want to segue how we even met. I follow and they always say that social media is a bad medium, but if you use it in a positive way, you could definitely connect and reach people.
Yep.
And I saw the hat circulating somewhere, and it was about to be breast cancer.
Blessings.
And my mother unfortunately lost her battle, so I wear pink in October for her. So that's how I initially got up with you about the breast cancer.
Actually, this was the first.
That's the first hat. And I wear it all the time. And I wore it the other day when me and her went and got tattoos. And a guy who got his own clothing line knew your stuff and bumped into me with the hat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wearing his hat, wear my hat. I had to shop. You know what I'm saying? I had to shop.
And let me say something about that, right? a lot of people out here in the city of Chicago are connected through this brand. And it is so crazy because you're not the first person that I heard that started an initial conversation because of them wearing this dream. I had a young guy that was out, and he had it on, and for whatever reason I can't remember the story to the what's name, but he to the extent, but he needed something, and the same person that he wouldn't have paid attention to or wouldn't have paid attention to him actually pulled them to the side and had a small conversation with him and gave him great advice just off him wearing the sweater.
Oh, that's what's up.
And it was a friend of mine also. So these are two people that knows me but don't know each other.
Oh, yeah.
But happened to have the much needed conversation that he needed to have, So it was like touching in so many different ways.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo. But my birthday is on my birthday is on the 23rd of August. So
you're almost a Leo.
It's not almost. You get the best of both worlds messing with me. So you get some of that
Leos are cool.
Some of that Virgo.
Incidentally, I just got them stars tattooed on me. This the constellation. That's my youngest son. He a Virgo.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm an energy person. That's why I always ask everybody what's they saying, because I be having to feel they vibe.
Yeah.
But go back to your stuff.
Yeah, of course. Then we have we do hoodies. We do hoodies for the winter month. We do t-shirts for the summer months. We also have jackets for the spring. I have some of my I have women apparel as well. I happen to have left it. Sorry, fam.
Oh, really? You left the woman stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woman show.
No. This all of our clothes that we design are unisex. They're for both. They're for both. I have just as many female clients as I have male clients, and they support me, and without them, I wouldn't be doing this.
I feel
I wouldn't be doing this.
So go ahead, keep on going down the line.
But yeah, so we have jackets. I know that some of my followers have supported us in a way that's been phenomenal as far as when it comes down to these winter jackets. We have the jackets I call them my dream varsities, so I will just hold them up and show you guys, and they come. This one right here, I don't know, my friend may kill me, but this is his jacket. Diddy, shout out to Diddy too, man. He's out here in Chicago, Hollywood. Diddy, cute, man. Shout out to him. This is his jacket. I'm doing some other work to it, but right now, I got to do a little bit more work. He's one of my clients that's been with me from the dirt, so he want his stuff to be exclusive and different, just like everybody else. But yeah,
I seen him in the beanies on Roosevelt with your Browns jogging suit on one day.
Absolutely, he never takes it off. He like every time, like he's one of my biggest supporters, man. When it comes down to this, and let me let you know, like we grew up in the same area. I'm from the West Side. Chicago.
Tell her where you from. I kept this as a secret. This is a spoiler. Ooh, this is a spoiler. This is a spoiler. Girl, tell her where you from, man.
Hey, listen, I'm from 15th and Keeler here in K-Town on the west side of Chicago. I grew up in Franklin Park. Okay.
What?
I grew up in Franklin Park.
I love
I say that as a spoiler alert.
Franklin Park.
I grew up in Franklin Park.
Oh, so all the Big Dog and all those
yes,
people?
Big Dog.
Oh, wait,
Big
shout out to Big Dog.
Wait a minute.
That's my boy.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
We ain't finna get all K-Town up in here. Y'all know this is a L-Town show. Let's pull it on back.
Hey,
let's pull it on back.
I got some L-Town love too.
Okay.
So wait, back to these jackets though. This is a really good material. I just wanted to mention that
yes, those jackets comes 100% wool and 100% leather. Yep. They've been compared to Pelly. If you guys were from Chicago, remember Pelly? They compared to Pelly.
How can we forget Pelly? Come on now.
I mean, some people be acting like
that's some big talk dream. That's a big talk.
Yeah. Hey. Listen, look, it's been crazy.
No, but it definitely is good. This is like real leather.
It's been crazy.
Good quality.
Like I've had people tell me that, so I'm not jumping above and saying,
I'm just.
Hey, what's up, Pelly? No, I'm just saying. Like they been.
They smoke with Pelly.
Look, if not anything, let's collab, Pelly.
Right.
Let's collab. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of designers here in Chicago. And I'll name a few, you know what I'm saying? Like what motivated me with this, after taking my turn from the food service and things can be coming like the way they be coming, like I have fashion geek. Let me just name a few. I got Sarah Madame. Let me just name a few. I have a Fort Manor. They are west with me as well. Fort Manor. I have a few designers that has inspired me, and those same designers say that I've inspired them. So as humbly as it is, like, we work together, we can make anything happen. We're from Chicago.
Now let me ask you this question as you speak. Urban marketing is one of the most explosive things that's going on. You see all the type of marketing that they doing. They rapping, they shucking and jabbing. They they doing a lot
Did
of
you
urban.
say shucking and jabbing?
They shucking and jabbing on TV. They doing a lot of urban
they
marketing.
doing their thing.
They doing a lot. How do you feel as somebody that's urban? Trying to make clothes and see the big times, the polos, the Gucci's make that same type of stuff. Gearing it towards you, and you an entrepreneur trying to get out here and get your star. Do you feel like they should just go ahead and dress those other people and let us do our thing, or do you get inspiration from them as well?
I get inspiration from them as well. Let me just say that. I feel like the designers before me, the guys who's been doing this before me, they just have given me a blueprint. When it comes down to the marketing, it's all about what you're gonna get out of what you put in it. And that's anything, like that comes. I don't care if you rap, if you twerk, if you sell business cards, print up, however you want to call, whatever you want to do to make your money, you're only gonna get out what you put in to your project. And I learned that along the way of just witnessing it and looking and doing my research and following certain guidelines, like they're set there. So, like I'm pretty humble when it comes down to, or at least I want to say I'm pretty humble when it comes down to, even though some people say I don't listen, but
most Virgos don't. I mean, I don't mean to put you out there.
They say I
you
don't
have
listen.
no questions.
They say I don't listen.
He's answering everything, but I got a couple questions about.
They say I don't listen, but
most Virgos don't.
I work hard on that because I feel like I do, but for whatever it's worth, like I have fun doing this. It puts a smile on my people's face. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, like a lot of my customers, they help me market it. This product without them even knowing that they helped me market it. The product, just like what you just said, you just saw my friend Hollywood Diddy in one of my beanies. My beanies right now.
No, the jogger suit. I was in
okay,
beanies.
the jogger suit. Now he has the okay.
I was in the liquor store.
Okay, yeah. Well, he probably had.
But you have beanies?
Yes. Most like they are because they on back order. Like, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you just one thing. Like, with being an independent designer, you cannot make enough to sell. Like,
so are you feeling like your your demand is overburdening your supply?
At this point, yes.
So would you be interested in bringing in people, which was this just purely your dream, your thing?
Now, I have done that. It's been very difficult and very hard because we do still stay in the city of Chicago. Now, there's many people that has told others, what I'm saying, as well as I know, like I've helped them get into the position that they're in, by giving the insights, the ins and outs, but it just when it comes down to putting together the right team, you just got to know that those people are, saying that they are there definitely with you, because you have a lot of people that will come on board and they have their own different reasons of why they hang around and why they be around. And it's, sometimes you have to be a little bit more stronger, because if you don't and you grow weak, then other things happen that will fall out of your control. But, for the most part, like I have a huge support team. I have a huge, I have a huge heart. So when it comes down, people comes to me all the time. They ask me like, hey, how did you do this? Or, hey, how did you do that? Even with me not knowing my own answers to myself, how I did it, I still try to give the best answer.
Oh, that's what's up.
I still try to give them the best answer because I want to see us all win.
So my question was going to be kind of like geared to what you were talking about, and like having people come in and help you out. Like, for the people who are listening, myself too, that are want to be entrepreneurs, like how is it? Like explain to us this work, how hard it is, because it's look, I'm getting ready for this pop-up shop and I'm gonna go crazy. I'm just like, so you
Yeah,
know,
and you should be,
it's a
because you should be.
it's a lot. So like for people who are listening, everybody who's thinking about starting their own business and being an entrepreneur, like explain to us how hard you had to work to get here, because sometimes people just see when you get here, they don't know how hard you had to work to get there.
The
So
first thing I would tell or say is that expect the unexpected when it comes down to this. You know, it may be bumpy in the beginning. You know, you may be a little nervous, but like I tell others, you know what I'm saying, just put your best foot forward and just go with it. The world, the world itself is a little bit more open to entrepreneurs at this point. You know, like at one point, at one point, when it came down to us as a race, you know, we veered away from that. We'll work for someone. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like,
But job security was paramount at that time. You really couldn't have a chance to live out your dreams. I think one thing that we can take away from COVID and was like people are learning to not just be creative, but open their mind up to dreams.
We had
show
to be,
to show people,
because we've always been creative. Just now
we locked down and you forcing us to be in the house. You know, now I have to think of ways to think outside the box.
You got to think about it. Is either what a friend of mine said is like eat or be eaten in a way, like you know, like when it comes down to it.
You talk like you've been to some marketing classes.
No, not at all. Not
that's
what
that's the type of stuff they say.
Yeah,
on
they
them
do.
like
or like
eat or be
seminars.
eaten.
No, not at all. These are things that I got slept on, and these are things that I have been through. Like, believe it or not, like this brand has been going for 6 years and counting, and there has been some real ups and downs, you know, but it takes you to be strong and know what it is that you're trying to do, and realize that this is that what you have created is feeding the people that you love.
Absolutely.
And when you get that wrapped around your head, it's almost like when you go to work, you like, man, even if you don't want to be to work, if you don't want to be at work listening to your boss telling you to do this, do that, you're gonna do it because you're gonna have that conversation with yourself, and if you're that responsible adult, you're gonna stick it out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna work to the end of the day and do the things that you have to do. It's the same thing with running your own business. You know, sometimes you got to do the things that you'll be your own boss, and you'll be telling yourself to do stuff that you don't even want to do.
So Isha said technology opened all the doors for us. Now all we need is time. Technology is a great tool. Like I said, I met you through social media marketing. You know, do you think that we use social media to our detriment and not to our betterment with the type of content that we put out here? You know, I mean, it's always gonna be a nice little show, but you know, if you see, I'm socio-political, so I always have to throw my little stuff in there. But do you feel like social media to our detriment, or do we use it to our betterment? Like I said, there's points in time where social media is a great marketing tool. Like I said, that's how we met. That's how I meet a lot of people on social media, following their pages and their content. But do you see a larger shift of non-productive things?
For myself, when it came down to social media, I've used social media more than I've used. I don't. Dream doesn't even, at the point right now. Dream has a website that's under construction, and I've been working on this for a few years. And some people be like, "You working on a website for a few years?" Yes, I've been working on my website for a few years because social media has opened up a way till you really. I'm not going to say that you don't need the website, but social media is free promotion.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to use it for what it is that you're using it for. Like some people use social media, and to my advice, in the way that's not going to make them any money. You know what I'm saying? They just use it for haterism, nosiness. I don't even know if I don't even know if haterism is a word.
It is now. It is now.
But
I see a lot of haterism.
And I had that bad too. Yeah, I had that bad too. Like I make words up sometimes, but
I do too.
For the most
we know
part,
the meaning. It's an ism.
It's like it's an ism. You know, like I get a lot of love, and I really don't see the hate, but the people around me, they let me know it's hate. So they let me know that, like, they, so when it comes down to social media, I think social media is just like your business. You know what I'm saying? What you put in is
Yeah,
what
and
you gonna
it
get out
depends
of
on
it.
like who you're. Cause I shout out to my timeline, cause they ain't like that. The stuff that I see that's all messy and all that, I somewhere else lurking seeing that stuff or
Yeah,
sharing some
yeah.
stuff. You know, like social media, I think you can have the best of both worlds. You know, if you
Yeah,
want to be a little
yeah,
messy, a little, you can
yeah.
do that,
And
and
it's just
then
it's everybody TV show.
right. But
And
you
It
can
when
is.
have like I have a separate page for business, and then my regular
Oh, do
life.
you?
Yeah,
See, I only got one page, and it's titled Matthew Bailey on Facebook, but it's all business. Now,
Sus say
sometimes,
pay. I'm sorry. Sus
but
says pay that $1 to $10 a month for all your platforms to run those ads. You'll be surprised how many sales you get from strangers and not your friends.
absolutely,
Sus, I did. I've been boosting my posts and I have been reaching. I gotta find a way for me to streamline who's viewing it. I got it. Everybody in America from 18 to 65, and I want to streamline it just to my zip codes. I want to bring the people in my zip codes. I don't want
okay.
such a wide scope because, like I said, everything that I want to try to do, as far as promoting businesses, you know,
Is
promoting community activism, doing pop-up shops, talking about social justice issues. I want it to be very West Side centrified. Shout out to everybody in the 60644. I'm just that crazy. But no, for real though. So you spoke a lot about some other designers that give you inspiration, and since you brought up this haterism, I want to know the competition. you know, Everybody has a t-shirt line. Like every single
everybody.
body has a t-shirt line. And the market is getting smaller. Than you see a meme that says, you see all the bread. Don't let your dreams. Everybody got bread, but nobody buying 79-cent bread. I'm not. I
No,
want.
people are buying 79-cent bread.
They are.
Some people do.
Girl, I had
I
some.
just bought a 99-cent loaf of bread, and I wanted to take it back
What
because
kind?
I don't really know what kind it was, but when I got it, it didn't look like the bread that I normally buy. I
You
got
should
it
eat
from the corner store.
butternut. What brand do you? Or
I got
Mother's?
I
No,
got
no,
some
it was
French
just a
brioche bread and made French toast this morning. So y'all can't talk to me about no bread now.
I really don't eat bread that
yeah.
much no more, but you have to pick your certain. This is just a little,
I understand.
Mother's bread is very good.
Mother's bread is very good.
And I think
Yeah.
what you're speaking on is the quality. When
Absolutely,
it comes down
absolutely,
to it.
absolutely,
Like because
absolutely.
that's one thing that like for us, if we have a quality that we don't agree with, we don't put it out.
I know that's right.
And you shouldn't.
We don't put it out because people out here they're like I'm gonna tell you this small story that it was for the 4th of July we do 4th of July color t-shirts, and my vendors ran out of the t-shirts that I normally grab, and they sent me a different quality of t-shirt. And I do a lot of print work myself. Let me just add that. Now, when I got the t-shirts, I say, man, these t-shirts don't feel much of, I didn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was that I had listened to a few other people that was in my circle at the time. They like, man, put that out there. Put that out there. I'm gonna tell you this, I put at least I printed up about 50 shirts. I ended up selling maybe 6 of them.
Man.
And the
It
first
wasn't that black magic.
no, it wasn't. Literally, and I knew it wasn't before I put it out. But I put it out. I learned from that, and that was back 4 years ago. Okay. I learned from that moment that like if you don't have it, it's just best to tell people like I don't have it.
Because that's why people look for you. Like if I purchase something from somebody or order something from somewhere, if it's a good quality, I'm going to keep coming back. I like to go to things I know that is a good quality, and I'm gonna keep coming back.
I have people now that bought shirts and hoodies from me back in 2016, and they still wear them to today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
that type of...
and t-shirts, hats, stuff like that, and joggers that they still wear from today. So when it comes down to me, my team, or anyone, I always tell them, I said quality is the number one thing. Like if you have good quality, your customers will always come back. Your people will always, and when they talk about you, one of the first things, like, Dream people like Dream it's a household name. You can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it if you put it on the wrong quality.
Right. Yeah. Now that brings up So she said, you make a point. If your customer service is not on point, it's a no for me. I have supported people once and stayed silent from seeing the negativity on their page. I haven't shopped with them again. I want to support our people, but sometimes it's difficult. Absolutely. Like I say, I'm the hood Oprah. I try to support everybody and everything. I try to go to everybody party. I try to support everybody, business. I try to support everybody hustle. I try everything once. And if it's on point, and I say, that sounded. No, but I try to support everybody there one time. It's if your quality is good, I will come back. But I try to support everybody, and I see memes like they say, "Oh, y'all are buy this from Gucci, but won't buy my stuff." Everybody don't have to buy y'all stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Everybody don't have to buy y'all stuff. If I don't like it, I don't like it.
I was thinking this other day. I see people posting like I be having my stuff. You ain't even like it, like the like button on Facebook. But what if I really didn't like it? Do I have to like everything that you like? If I ain't like it, why do I have to push the like button?
And they get real tough.
That doesn't mean I don't love you.
That
doesn't mean I love you any less.
They get real sensitive about that.
I'm still gonna support you, but if I don't like some stuff, I don't like.
I have people right now that feels like I don't support them fully because I don't repost their stuff.
Yeah.
I literally.
That's another you can trouble
for. For me,
who made these Facebook rules though?
Man,
I don't know.
Society.
They failing. They made the Facebook math test too that don't nobody had an answer to. Y'all just shooting out answers. 5 French fries times 5 fish sticks. Right. Y'all just making answers. Where y'all get this math from? Who made these Facebook rules?
If you don't hit that like button, you're in trouble with your followers.
That's crazy.
I don't care who don't like me, because guess what? Guess who love me? Me. And I'm doing it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Just be like, I barely be looking. I just scroll. I'm looking for pictures. Like I ain't reading nothing some days. So
but see, social media put you in direct contact with your customers. So
absolutely,
it's a little better than a website or a different type of platform. See, this platform that Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and all these other that they don't need your phone numbers. Like if you don't hit the like button, somebody can hit you and let you know instantly how the way they feel about it. So and in some ways I feel like when it comes down, just to answer the question, going back to the customer service of the brand, sometimes the customer service of the consumer be rude.
Yeah.
Like I have to speak up on that because I deal with different type of personalities
every
single day.
I
like even when I brought you, I made it my, I went out and had a ball that night, and the only thing was on my mind. She was with me. She was with me, and I was like, I had to get up in the morning and get Asia high.
Hold on, look, and you was having a ball that night, and all I was thinking about, like, I gotta wake up and get this hat. But it was rough on me,
but my customer service for many, like I apologize to the ones who they because I have a few reviews that people be like,
come on, spit it out. What happened? You had somebody act crazy with you about.
Come on, do
spit it out. Tell we want the dirt.
You try to act like everything good.
No.
Tell us something.
They must not be jumping on that comment, like letting you know, like, oh no, they tell me.
What has somebody done? Tell us a story of somebody tripping.
Let me tell you something. What Black folks and discounts.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Our people as a race does not feel like they should pay us what we're worth. And as I'm speaking it from the heart. Like I've dealt with this to the point that
me
touching you.
Oh no. Like
he said no.
I have dealt with this to the point. It's like my brand is like, like I do the creating, packaging, delivering, processing orders. These are all the things that I do on a daily basis. And a lot of people don't take that into accountability. Like they will call me and want the designer to make them a certain color. And they want it brought to them in 20 minutes. Before they get ready to go outside. Now they're calling me at 9:00 at night.
Right.
so they can make it to the club at 10.
Man, you know what?
Black folks
Hey,
got
And they
that
don't,
bad.
they don't. Let me just say this.
but
They
you're
do.
you're Gordon Gartrell at this point. You know, like what you expect though? Like that was something that I was gonna bring up as well, and then you touched on it. So apologies for cutting you off.
No, it's okay.
But you know, like when you start getting to that point, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do, Craig? What you gonna do? Because it's gonna get to that point.
I'm working on that, and I'm praying about that right now because
You're gonna be
even,
dealing with all type
even
of.
as we talk now, Asia, right now I have people in line that's ready to order. You know, like they want their stuff like yesterday, but what they seem to know and don't understand is that, you know, because I tell my customers I have a relationship with a lot of my customers. You know, every few days we may get a new client, a new customer, I want to say, that'll come in and want something new or something different that they haven't seen. And you know, if I can't work with them, then I have others that will
I'm sorry.
work with
Do
them.
you have a storefront, or where do you?
I had a storefront before the pandemic, and
Okay.
I had a storefront before the pandemic. It was on Roosevelt, but a little farther ways down on Roosevelt and Western.
Okay.
All right, I called it the Dream Loft, and there people was
Okay.
able to come and purchase things. They was able to come and suggest different color designs they want. But let me tell you something. My store hours was from 9 to 7. Most times I did not close up until 11:30, sometimes 12, because people wouldn't leave. They was just constantly coming in, the revolving door just coming in. You know, they wanted to they wanted to purchase, they wanted to hang out. It was kind of something that I learned in that process, like as in far as the retail space and how the way that goes. But what I did learn also is that in opening your own retail space or having your own store, you need to have a solid team in order to do that.
So now we're gonna go to my favorite part of the show. It's called Succotash. Succotash is an American dish. It could be anything. It could be beans, corn, all type of things mixed up into whatever. And this is the part of the show where my guest gets to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. It could be funny. It could be on topic. It could be anything. So, Mr. Matt of Dream Apparel, Succotash, talk about what you want to talk about.
Hey, for all you ones that is out there in the entrepreneurship world or trying to get into entrepreneurship world, I just want to let you know that, like, two things count in becoming successful. You need to concentrate on your people and your location. I speak about that because when it came down to Dream and when it came down to me, I had to learn that. I had to learn that your people and the location of what you're doing plays a big role in your success. For one, just to concentrate a little bit more on the people. It's more of your entourage, the crew of people that you keep around, which will go equally with the energy that you keep around you. You need to have the best energy around you in order to become the most in success. Like you need those type of people around you. You like, I don't care how much of the idea was yours. Like in most cases, like like you need a team. You need help. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people feel like, oh, I can do it on my own, or I don't need your help, or this, that, and the third. But they're wrong.
Look, y'all done ran my battery out on my phone. My battery ain't never ran out. We have a good conversation. But I want to go back to you said about the energy around you, because it's very important to have good energy around you. People don't understand the importance of energy. We throw that out real loosely. You got bad vibes, stuff like that. But people really don't understand that. Like you said, whatever you put out is what you get in. So if I have people around me that don't wish me well, that's secretly, like you said, being with me for ulterior motives, or not as supportive, or doing things to sabotage me, that could bring me down as well. You have to have a connection of people who want the same things as you, who don't feel as though they're in competition with you, that wants the greater good, and know that ain't no big ass little you, big ass little you, whatever, y'all know. But like, I might be doing what I'm doing right now, but that don't mean that your dream that I hear you talking about, when I get to where I need to be, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put my homie on, because they was with me this whole ride. People don't even think about the aspect of that.
And we need to do better as people to understand that.
Uh,
You know, like it take like they once
I
said
sing an old Negro
like
spiritual.
yeah, no, like my grandma told me like it takes a village to raise a child, and if you have a brand and you treating that like that's just it's your baby, you know, it still takes that same village, and people don't understand that. You know, like people get frustrated with you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like people get frustrated with your brand, they get frustrated with you. You know, but if people came together and understand the bigger picture, you get what I'm saying? Like a lot of us don't we want that instant gratification so bad.
Absolutely,
Like we
absolutely.
gotta have it like we gotta have that instant gratification, and that is a destructive way of thinking, and people don't really grasp a hold to that until it's too late, until now you come like, oh, okay, I want to apologize, or let's try to fix this, or let's try to work together.
And this generation got it real bad. Like
got it
they want
bad.
instant like they don't even want to work for
Yeah,
anything.
they want it bad.
They want it bad.
They want it bad. You know, like
Yeah.
they want instant gratification.
We kind of in between.
I don't really think it's so much about instant gratification. I think it's like we on the timeline. We on the downside of our life. And I don't mean that in no negative way. It's just it is what it is. You're not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? You getting older, and every day is a day to your expiration date.
Absolutely.
So you probably feel like, oh, I need to make these moves because I'm such and such at this bench point.
Yeah,
You
but
know what
no,
I'm
they're
saying?
looking for the gratification
They
part,
looking
like
for the
immediately.
gratification. Yeah,
like
they looking
you have
at-
to work. Like this, go back to the question. Like you have to work hard. A lot of people
Yeah.
think like you it's supposed to happen. Because I know, you know, I've done different, you know, entrepreneur type things. I used to sell things and I do locks and stuff like that. And it's like it's like a slow period. It's like a drought sometimes.
Yeah.
You're not making
Yeah.
no money. It's like
I'm
you feel
mad
like
we didn't equate all this to like block talk. it was a drawing.
What?
You said
Did I
with
say
no black
drought? I
magic.
didn't
You
mean-
said you put that black magic out there. I'm like, what?
Hey,
happened?
but
What?
it
Yeah.
is a drought sometimes. Like ain't no money coming through. Like there's no, you know, so it's hard. You just got to stick with it. Sometimes
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about. When I saying like
the gratification for sure. Like, you know, I understand like some people gets to they be like, oh, I'm 30 years old, I gotta do something. And they want that instantly. You know, so like they want it instantly. But my thing is, what are you gonna do to get it instantly? You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth damaging your relationships
Right.
to get it instantly?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like I have a few people. I've been told that I have a great heart. I feel like I have a great heart. I know I have a great heart because of the family that I've been growing up around. They have a great heart, you know.
That's awesome.
And I
That's
know
awesome.
a lot of people takes that for granted. And my biggest prayer, my biggest want in life is I try to understand them so it won't downward spiral into something that you get what I'm saying?
I understand
You
what
know?
you're saying. So I think I struggle with that as well too, because you know a lot of Black people are raised in survival. We don't know how to operate in love, you know. And if you were raised in love, that's the way that you emit your energy, regardless if
Absolutely.
it's in a relationship, a partnership,
For sure.
friendship, you know, kinship. However, that's how you operate. And a lot of us as Black people, we are broken, and we learn and deal in survival. So I think those are the two things that separate us, you know. And when you try to sometimes pull people to where you at because you love them, and like you spoke of your grandmother, I'm sure, and you can relate, I can as well. Our grandmothers pull people up, strangers, you know,
Absolutely.
see them in the street,
Yes.
like get that baby up, and all type of stuff
Right.
like that, you know. So you want to do that for your people. But I'm learning in 2022 that I can't save everybody. I'm a drown, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do what I want, what I can for the people who willing to come along, you know.
Mhm.
And that's how I'm moving. And we speaking about, you know, because this is culture, you know. How do you feel about your brand and pulling people along? Like, not necessarily saying you have to, but you know, with great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, when we have these platforms and we move these products, you know, you want to, of course, for your own family, of course, your own lineage, be able to build ties to bring community change and, you know, use your stamps of approval. Because, you know, we spend this money with Gucci and woo, 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 and they don't do nothing for the community.
Nothing.
So when we put ourselves out there and I want to be hood Oprah, I'm CEO, Matt, and I'm running my show. Do you feel as though it's an obligation for us to be in that situation, in those roles, and really help pull people up and catapult them?
Absolutely. I think we all have callings. I've mentioned this before. I've talked to this over with my team. Like we all have a position, and like once you figure that out, you should just stay down with that. Like I have a lot of people that will rather come in here and pick this up off the table and walk out the door and not they just want to give into them, and they may know that that's not the right thing to do, but they know my heart. They gonna heard my cries. They gonna heard, like my dream is to put this on everybody, to walk outside and everywhere I turn around, everybody got this on. That's my vision, and it will be the pilot to some things I got coming up in the future.
Manifest. You with AA, get some energy, get some manifest.
He feel it.
So it's one of my things, like even right now, like I'll be outside and just in traffic, and I will see people on the bus stop with Dream on, getting out of their cars with Dream on, and believe it or not, some of these people I'll be like, did I sell it to him?
But how does that make you feel to see the things that you dream about in your sleep?
It's undescribable, and like I'm still trying to describe it to this day. It's undescribable. I have like I just lost my phone, but I wish I could show you the text messages in my phone where people will see somebody out, and if they got it on, somebody will get it to me to let me know that XY, I didn't know you know him like
out
that.
Here looking for Dream.
Oh no, look, it's almost like if you envision yourself, you want a certain type of car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you put it in your head, you want a certain type of car. When you're alone out there in the streets, you're gonna always see that car that you want.
Yeah, like if somebody purchased a car, like
yeah. We saw her car so much that year when she got. We like, girl, I never saw these before.
And she thought she was the first one with it, right?
I don't know what we thought, but I started seeing them.
Hey, but that's how it be. Like, like with the blessings of the man above. I just want to say this, like, I know I didn't create the word dream, but the thought of expressing myself through clothes and putting this on others and motivating others to follow their dreams, this had been a dream of mine.
Words are imperative. They have a definition, but words are imperative to what you perceive them to be.
Yeah.
So yes, you didn't make the word dream, but in essence you did.
Yeah. But there's so many other brands. Let me just say this. There's so many other brands that got dream. I have certain people here in Chicago, they came out with their own dream apparel.
Really?
But let me tell you this. The people that knows me, the people that knows the brand, they know we know that dream.
Right.
It goes back to the quality of things.
Yeah, there's dream big. No, like if you look at it, the dream on this jacket is spelled in lowercase.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the first questions people ask me, like, why did you spell it in lowercase? Because you got another dream out here that's spelled in all caps.
So what is the story behind the lowercase letters?
Well, for me, I use dream as like a pronoun. All right. So I spell it lowercase so that people will not focus on the word dream, but what they're doing. So like you have people out here that have started, just like you said, doing hair. You got people out here that are gonna open grocery stores. You got people out here that have opened all kinds of different businesses that wears the brand dream. But I want them to focus on what they're doing when it comes down to dream. So when dream is always spelled lowercase, so what you're doing is bigger than dream itself.
Oh, you a real fashion designer. Okay.
That's how it came. Let's wrap it up. Oh, that's how. That's how it's described. Like, like I don't want people to be like, oh, okay, dream is bigger than what you got going on. Like dream is just something to. Dream is just something to stabilize. Something to reminder. Like when I first started wearing this, I was catering food.
And and it's so funny because my background is in hospitality. I got a degree in hospitality, but I'm over here doing this and I love it. And it goes back to like what you were saying about, because everybody got podcasts, but I was just telling Ian who's on. I'm a WKRP in Cincinnati kid. I don't know if you old enough to remember that, but this was this
Nah, 'cause
show
he
with
look like
Lonnie Anderson.
Wait. Do you want to guess my age? I have a birthday coming up in August.
What you like, 32?
I'll be 40.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Look.
Excuse.
I'll be
Do you
40.
remember?
I'll be 40.
So
do you
you do
remember
know then. You do know.
WKRP in Cincinnati?
I don't.
It was with Burt Reynolds and
He had
Lonnie
that curly
Anderson.
hair.
She had this curly hair. He had a big mustache, and they worked in a radio station.
Mhm.
And they used to be like acting funny and crazy. And then Martin was another one of my favorites. So I've always had. And then I'm an MTV '80s kid, so I saw the evolution of TV to cable to VJs and DJs.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
I've always wanted to be like a person. So I'm not doing this just because it's the end thing.
Yes, because we used to
Yeah.
go to parties
Yeah.
and she would do like interviews with people and
with my
stuff
phone.
like that.
Like
Yes, in the middle of the party.
in the middle of a party. Like I'm like, so what do you do? Just like straight like that, and like what's your saying and stuff like that. So this is something that I always want to do,
That's dope.
So like and I also want to reach and teach as much as I can. I don't know all the answers, but
Right.
like you said, connecting people, the dream, this shit. It's bigger than me.
For sure.
I gotta pay Earl. It's bigger than me, and I got 1,000 dreams and 1,000,000 dreams. Before we get up out of here, Matt, I want everybody to know how they can follow you, where you situated at, what your information you want to throw out there, all things pertaining to your brand. Shout it out.
Okay, then look for you all for y'all that's listening. How you can reach me? My website right now is under construction. If you heard me earlier, but it will be titled The Dream Brand _LLC. You can follow me on Instagram at The Dream Brand _LLC, and you can follow me on Facebook. I can get you in there. Yeah, follow me on Facebook at Matthew
delete some of
Bailey.
the people. Take some of the people out.
Yeah, 'cause that's another thing with Facebook. It's like they only let you have so many friends, and then they cut you off. It's like so but yeah, like send me a request through and inbox me. Let me know like how you heard the brand.
You should run a special. Like if you heard on Asian American Intellectual Radio, you should run a special.
Actually, I can do that right now.
Run a special.
Like,
run a special.
I'm gonna run this special real quick for you guys. Listen, if you come and connect with me right now, the Dream Brand _LLC at Instagram or Matthew Bailey. That's me personally. That's my personal page. I haven't figured out how to change it into my business page yet. At Matthew Bailey, I will give a 30% discount on any of the items that you will.
Check some of this stuff out. This the Age on America promotional special. Y'all better get this gift. Y'all better get this gift.
And we do purple for domestic violence, and we also do purple for lupus. So come check us out. Okay,
30% off. How long you running this? How long you running this promotional special? That's whoop 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 whoop.
You know what? I'm feeling real good, man. I'll give you 2 weeks.
Oh, no, that's a blessing.
That's
another time to get another check.
I'll give you 2 weeks. Go ahead and come on, put me to work. I'll give you 2 weeks.
Put it out there. Come on, tell them one more time. One more time.
The Instagram is the Dream Brand _LLC, and come and follow me at Matthew Bailey on Facebook.
This is the Hood Oprah special. Didn't I tell y'all what I was finna come put $2.90 on? I don't play no games.
For sure.
I don't play no games. But before we get up out of here, I want to give another quick shout out to Jay. I appreciate you sponsoring the show.
Jay.
Like I said, I really want to, connect us as a West Side, big us up. They say that's all we do is shoot and wear pellies and be on Madison. No, that is not all we do.
And be on Madison.
That's the only street everybody knows. Madison Place. We got other streets. We got Mason and stuff. Like, come on, put us out there.
Walton.
Narragansett.
So we big out here. I know we small. We ain't as big as the South Side, but we look good. We big.
Right.
We out here.
But a quick shout out again to Jay Biggs. He's the owner of Royalty Barber and Beauty Shop located at 262 North Kersey. As I said, he is currently looking for barbers and braids. You can find him on Instagram at royalty_barber beauty and Facebook at Jay Biggs. I love the show today, y'all. Like I really did. I love the energy. I love the vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Jay.
I love everything that we had going on today. Miss Ann, you want to say something before we close out?
No, I really don't. It was a good show. It was nice meeting you. I love the Dream
I
Appeal.
enjoyed
Y'all need to
kicking
check
it
it out.
Yeah,
Take advantage of this discount he's offering. This is what's
And you
up.
got to come hang out with us, but leave leave your business cards at home because we be partying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You come on with us. We be out here kicking it.
That's
You know?
pre over there. Hey, look, the West Side no pre.
Okay, well, I must live up north.
Right.
Happy Sunday. This is Asia America on IntellectualRadio.com. I love y'all.
Thank you, ladies.